Thank you, Mr. Sherman, for the speech. Yes, we open the session of questions and answers. If you have questions, please ask.
Comisia mea este să folosim microfonul pentru ca să poată fi traducerea întrebării.
Bună ziua, Valen Nihandu de la Face4TV și Mașin.ro. Am două întrebări pentru Mr. Degenhardt. Prima ar fi, raportat la 145 ani de istoria grupului Continental, ce înseamnă 15 ani de activitate în România? A doua, spunea despre prezența Continental în sectorul automotiv, grupul creează mobilitatea viitorului. Și remarcați aici că 95% din accidentele de trafic sunt cauzate de erorile umane. Pe viitor, cumva, inteligența automobilului va deveni mai ridicată decât inteligența șoferului. Așa ar fi întrebările.
Thank you. Well, to address your first question, we have more than 200,000 employees around the world in the meantime, and an amazing number is that in the last 15 years we not only built up an employee community of 15,000 people here in Romania, but we succeeded acquiring and integrating more than 100 companies in the last 15 years. So smaller type of companies, but also large ones like Siemens CDO or Phoenix, or the latest case, Wayans in North America. So 15,000 out of 200, that's a significant share, and is indicating the importance of the employees of Continental here in the country. By the way, this is the third largest employee community country-wise in the world. The biggest one is Germany, the second largest is China, and then comes Romania together with Mexico. Okay. So the amazing thing is that the 15,000 were built up in a very short time frame. So to build up 15,000 people in Mexico took probably 30 years and not 15 years. And what's also important, that we are using Romania not only for the purpose of best cost conditions, but because of the excellent educational system and the high motivation of the people. We are building a huge R&D hub in Romania with close to 5,000 engineers in the meantime, with a high growth rate still ongoing. So if you would ask me how important is our operations in Romania, both R&D and production-wise, then I would clearly tell you extremely high importance is given. Second question, will the vehicles be more intelligent than their drivers in the future? I would like to say yes and no. You're right, we have more than 1 million fatalities on the roads in the world per year. We have another more than 50 million injuries coming from accidents. And it's our obligation, together with our customers, to move these numbers quickly down. And the industry has, because of the enhancement of the IT and software capabilities, let's say only since 3-5 years, the technical base to prevent accidents completely in the future. What we have to realize for affordable costs, that we perfectly supervise the surrounding of a vehicle, and because with today's sensors, which are produced and developed here in Commercial, we are talking about radar technology, camera technology, in the future laser-based technology. These sensors, they can only detect what's going on around the vehicle up to a distance of about 300 meters. And this is not enough. We have to look further ahead by a couple of kilometers. And this can only be realized if we are using the information collected by vehicles in front of us via vehicle-to-vehicle or via vehicle-environment vehicle data transfer. So we have the technology available, we have to industrialize it, not only at the top for premium vehicles, but for all vehicles. This will take some time, but the installation rates for the driver assistance systems, as we call them, camera systems, radio systems, are increasing with an enormous speed. So these systems will support the drivers in the future in case the driver is not paying attention to what's going on around the vehicle. It's not the intelligence of the drivers which is the problem, but not paying attention to what's going on around the vehicle, where the sensors will support the drivers heavily in the future.
Bună ziua, Radu Micu, studioul de Timișoara. Am o întrebare tot pentru domnul Bernhard și mulțumim tare mult că ne-a onorat cu prezența. Este un semnal foarte important pentru noi că a venit la Timișoara și mulțumim. Aș fi vrut să-l rog să ne povestească locul pe care îl ocupă compania Continental din Timișoara, firește, în concernul mondial, dar am înțeles că investițiile din România sunt pe locul 3, după Germania, China, urmează România și apoi Mexic. Sper că am înțeles bine. Germania, China, România și apoi Mexic. În aceste condiții l-aș ruga să se întoarcă în timp, în 2003, atunci când a luat decizia la nivelul continental worldwide să se facă investiția în România. Și l-aș ruga mult de tot, dacă poate să-și aducă aminte argumentele care au stat la baza deciziei atunci și în ce măsură se verifică ele acum, după 15 ani, e bine, vă așteptați să fie mai bine, vă mulțumim frumos.
Yeah, to refer to the later part of your question, I think we had high expectations 15 years ago, but these expectations were better fulfilled than we hoped. So I think, especially with regards to the speed of the development our operations took in Romania, we moved much faster than expected. The major reason was twofold. From the very beginning, we intended to have Romania and especially Timișoara used as an R&D hub to support especially the engineering community in Germany. And the major reason, again, why we selected Romania and not other countries in Eastern Europe, was the educational system and the high motivation we recognize which is existing, especially if we are referring to the younger generation. We have a young workforce. The average age is in the range of 30, slightly above 30 years. If we are comparing this with Germany, we are close to 45, 50 in this range, so it's a big difference. That has an impact to the flexibility of the people. That has an impact also to the willingness to learn new technologies. And at the production side, I mean, there is no doubt about that the cost level we can achieve in Romania was one big argument. But again, a highly skilled workforce, which is important to produce with a world-class quality, highly sophisticated products like tires or electronics. Never underestimate the technology which is necessary and the skills to develop, but also to produce talent. So I always tell our engineers the effort which is necessary, and we are heavily using simulation technologies, for example, to develop a tire, are absolutely comparable to the ones at the electronics lab.
Hello, I'm Adrian Mitra from 0100.ro and Hot News in Bucharest. I have 3 questions. You gentlemen will decide which is the best person to answer it. I guess the first one will be for Mr. Dagenhart. Which are the main directions for R&D in continental Romania? That's the first one. The second one, I guess it will be best for Mr. Absel, is what percentage of Romanian employees from here, from Continental, are moved or promoted to other countries, whatever it's Germany or Mexico or whatever country. So which is the percentage of employees that are leaving Romania? And the third one, I guess is for the tire plant, tire factory. Which are the plans for this plant in the future, considering its 10 years of age and the current very high capacity of production? Thank you.
I would like to give you a picture which is representative for what's ongoing at the technology side in the automotive industry. In a luxury type vehicle, we have today up to 170 sensors, up to 100 electronic control units. They are the brain of the vehicle, and up to 150 actuators. Most of them are electrical motors. And in the past, we used maybe 1 or 2, 3 sensors, an electronic control unit, and an actuator to perform one function. But the function was separated in the vehicle. What we are doing at the moment, and we started doing this not long ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, we started to connect the electronics, and we started to use sensor information from different sensors for different functions. So we started to create a network in the vehicle. This network can only be controlled by intelligence, and the intelligence is transformed into software. That's why the amount of software currently is exploding in a vehicle. So that means we will continue to invest into our capabilities to design hardware, sensor side, actuator side, electronic side. But at the same time, because of the development I described, which we call capabilities to integrate systems integration is a buzzword. We need far more IT competence and employees who have knowledge about IT combined with software competence. Therefore, I think we have to work very closely with the local university, but also with other universities in the country, so that we promote this development and can attract more young people to relevant courses at the university, so that we can cover the demand which we see coming up in the next 4 or 5 years.
So regarding the question regarding promotion to, I think it's mainly meant to the Western countries.
Yes, for relocating.
Relocating. So finally, this is an interesting question, because this is the thinking where many people ask me, you are better, you need to be promoted. We are growing here. So what we are currently doing is, we are bringing additional responsibilities to Romania. We are growing here much faster than in other countries. With this, the opportunities for a career are here. And we don't need to promote people somewhere else. On the other hand, of course, we are open, we are an international company. So what we see is that people go for career steps outside. They stay 1-2 years somewhere else, coming back and getting a better job. So currently we have, for example, only now 2 people. The one went to Malaysia, the other one to India, leading there an R&D center with a clear target to just gain additional experience, but they want to come back. So finally, this is something where we have an open company, and this is the biggest advantage also of such a company with 200,000 employees. We have worldwide opportunities. We have the possibility also to work in a very intercultural team with customers all over the world. But what we finally see is that people like to come also back. So this is something where we have an exchange of people, mainly.
Okay. So coming to your third question. Looking shortly into the history of the plant, we ramped up in between 15 years up to 60 million cars per year, which was quite a steep ramp up. So we were focusing mainly on the production increase in the past years. Last 2 or 3 years, we really consolidated our activities, means also that we further educated and got skills in order to produce ultra-high performance cars. Just to give you a number, the last 2 years we have increased our ultra-high performance car production by 50%. This creates, of course, value to the customers. We have customer base which is worldwide. And we also expand our business in the OE share. So you can see closely that we improve our capabilities in the plant to produce the ultra-high performance segment, which means education and skills built up in the plant. Nevertheless, still there is a market demand, and if the market demand grows, we could imagine to step by step debottleneck the plant to slightly or higher capacity over the years.
So I think if there are not very urgent questions, we have also very interesting exhibition outside with cars with our products. And I would invite you, of course, to come with us. Let's just make a tour around and just look what we have there. And thanks very much for all the speakers for the nice words. So I really appreciate this, and we also look to work together forward and to still grow with another 50,000. Let's see. But the reality was always higher, much higher than the flags.
Vă așteptăm la 12:30 în sala Viena, la Hotel Timișoara, pentru partea a doua a acestei zile de sărbătoare pentru noi.